The NWA World Heavyweight Champion here on World Class Championship Wrestling. Welcome to Ric Flair, the champion. You have Terry Gordy tonight. What are your observations about one of the Freebirds, the biggest one?
Well, Terry Gordy is no stranger to me. I've known Terry since he started professional wrestling about 5 years ago. He's by far the best qualified of the Freebirds to be in the ring for a championship match. He's the biggest, he's the strongest, and in my observation, he's the best wrestler of the three. But Terry Gordy, as he well knows, is a long ways from being Ric Flair. And tonight, when he climbs in that ring, he won't be asking me for any kind of help, and I won't be giving any kind of advice. I'll be taking Terry Gordy apart as only Ric Flair can do it. I'm the world's heavyweight champion. I am the man, and I'm going to show Terry Gordy why.
All right. That's Ric Flair and his observations of Gordy. Now we've recorded earlier the comments of Gordy and the Freebirds about Ric Flair.
I'd just like for everybody out in Dallas, Texas, to know that this is Terry Gordy's night. Baby, this is the night that the world title will change hands. You know, Ric Flair, you've carried it for a while now, boy, and it's time for you to give it up, because the big daddy of professional wrestling is coming after you, Jack. And I'm sweating blood for this, just to get at you, Jack. And I'm coming to beat you right here in Dallas, Texas, the Sportatorium, boy. Shine the belt up, shine it up good, because I'm coming to take it away from you.
And you know something you're going to see when somebody ain't stupid like Kerry Von Erich. Because the only reason you got the belt now, baby, it's because of us, and that's going to be the same reason that you go down tonight. I hope you've enjoyed your championship reign.
Where there's the comment of Gordy and Michael Hayes. Sounds like challengers, don't they?
They sound like challengers, and I have no doubt in my mind they're not challengers. Terry Gordy is a big, tough competitor, but he is not by any means in the class the world heavyweight champion. I'm talking about myself, Ric Flair, and I want to remind the people of Dallas and all over the wrestling world that the vendetta really lies between Hayes and myself. And if Hayes was every bit the man the wrestling would like to think he is, he'd be in the ring with me himself. No, he sends the big dog. We're talking about Gordy. Well, let me say one thing to you, Hayes. When I get through with Gordy, Daddy, I'm going to make a special point at coming back to Dallas, and I want you in the ring, too. Think about it, my friend.
Thank you, Ric Flair. We'll look forward to that championship match between the world heavyweight champion of the NWA, Ric Flair, and the Freebird, Terry Gordy. Stay tuned. It's coming up next. Challengers for the World Heavyweight Championship. The challenger is Terry Gordy. There's his partner, Michael Hayes. The Freebirds, as tonight, Terry Gordy will challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship of the National Wrestling Alliance here on World Class Championship Wrestling. That championship of Nature Boy Ric Flair. Of course, Michael Hayes, Terry Gordy, taking such an active and instrumental part in the recent World Heavyweight Championship, in which Ric Flair was the ultimate winner over Kerry Von Erich. Terry Gordy in that match, you may recall, which was in a cage, was the gatekeeper. Michael Hayes, the special referee. And Michael Hayes, I guess his deportment was, as you would say, questionable, and that of Terry Gordy was as much so. Now here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, the NWA. The very popular, the very exciting, and the very self-assured Ric Flair, the Nature Boy. Flair saying he really wants Michael Hayes. Well, we'll see what he does with big Terry Gordy. Right now, here's Mark Lorentz.
Ladies and gentlemen, this event will be for the World Heavyweight title, one fall, 60-minute time limit. First, the defending World Heavyweight champion, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Nature Boy Ric Flair. And from Atlanta, Georgia, challenging for the belt, Freebird Terry Gordy. Bronco Lubitz to officiate this world title bout.
Gary Von Erich is in the ring talking to Bronco Lubitz. He's gesturing toward Michael Hayes, gesturing toward Ric Flair. You can sort of read. And there goes Michael Hayes. And the discus punch on Terry Gordy. Well, it exploded. And Ric Flair's done nothing. Gordy is shaken. Michael Hayes is outside the ring. And Gary Von Erich is leaving as he has had his chance and wants another one against Ric Flair. And of course, he is still, as far as anybody in this area is concerned, other parts of the world, is still the unproud world heavyweight champion, as it has eluded him for various reasons. Well, right now, Ric Flair moves in on huge Terry Gordy. Gordy's already taken a bashing from Terry Von Erich. Michael Hayes has left the area, and there goes Gordy. And here comes Ric Flair right down on the floor to give him a chop. And right back in the ring before the count starts. Bronco Lubitz pulling Flair back in. Gordy shaken up, shaken before the belt. Big Terry Gordy, integral part of the Freebirds. Flair certainly has an advantage, certainly takes an advantage, as Gary Von Erich popped that discus punch on Terry Gordy. Of course, the Von Erichs interested in the Freebirds because they'd like to get into that six-man tag team world-class championship event. David Von Erich winning that six-man tag team event for them. And here comes Flair in now, locking in on the head of Terry Gordy. Ric Flair, the world champion, and he certainly has, the opening moments, control this bout as Gordy fights back, takes a chop. Gordy, though, coming around. Gordy battling back hard. Gordy shaking off the effects of the Gary Von Erich punch. Gordy really wound up now. Gordy going hard. Look at Flair moving in. There's a one-handed shoulder hold by Gordy. And tosses Flair really very easily across the ring. Big man, big battle. Gordy, one of the big men. Got him up now like a sack of feed, hanging over his head. Flies across there, and Ric Flair's in trouble. But Terry Gordy shaking off the effects. Coming back to battle now with Ric Flair. Gordy. Got Flair in trouble. He's taking a couple of bad blows to the back. Got him on the abdominal stretch. This might be it. Got him stretched out. Gordy stretching, pulling, driving on Ric Flair. Flair says, okay, he's ready to stay in there. Does a nice job of throwing Gordy off the hole. But he is in trouble, in serious trouble, as Terry Gordy has come battling back. Big man Gordy. Speaking of big men and big excitement, remember the Gene Parsons, the Iceman. Tremendous block wrestlers coming in. So is Jimmy Garvin very soon. You'll be seeing them in action on world-class championship wrestling. And right now it's Gordy and Flair in the world championship match. And Flair is reeling. Flair is groggy. And Gordy has really done quite a job as Bronco Lubitz checks him to see if they're okay. Driving down with a blow to the head, a falling bash with a fist. On top of the count of two, and Flair just does flail out of there. And Gordy takes the blow, and Ric Flair now has a chance to get back. Gordy indicated that was less than legal. Gordy's got to stay in there anyway. Look at Gordy go up and over. Sliding up in that corner buckling. Tremendous acceleration offered Gordy by Ric Flair. Twisting now. He's going to try a twisting And big suplex by Flair. Thought he was going to give him a twisting head drop. But instead, he goes to a suplex. And Ric Flair, the world champion now, comes rolling back with the momentum shifting. Knee drop across the top of the head, and Gordy is shaken badly. Got a count of 2, but not quite 3, and Gordy manages to hang on. Ric Flair trying to spin him over, maybe trying to go with a Boston Crab, coming on around behind. Got him now in a bad situation. Gordy shaking it off, not submitting. Flair in charge. And he's had most of the momentum in this bout. Opened it up quickly, took advantage of it. Gordy came back, to his credit. And now Flair's in charge. And the crowd, following the chant of "Go, Rick, go," they're for the champion. Certainly they're not very pleased with Terry Gordy. 5 minutes gone in this bout. The World Heavyweight Championship. And Ric Flair losing part of the hole, going back to work as he talks to Bronco Lubitsch. Gordy seems to be just a bit shaky right now. Oh, tremendous shot, sort of a half suplex. Picking him up, looks like he's going to give him a... Got a count of 2. Ric Flair moving up on Terry Gordy. Going to try another suplex. Pulls him up, and oh, Gordy won't go, but now Gordy turns around, and he is going to hit. Looks like he might have a sleep hold in here. Reverse chair or a sleep hold. We'll see what Gordy can pull off here with Ric Flair, the world champion. And Flair now getting in trouble. Flair moving to the ropes. He has the protection and the automatic break by Bronco Lubitsch. But a hard shot to the jaw, and that was very close to being a disqualification for Gordy as Flair went flat over the top rope. But the momentum of the blow, not the intent, is really the case there, because Gordy did not intend to throw him over. And Gordy intends to drop him back to the apron, and Flair comes sliding underneath. So Ric Flair is back in. And Gordy takes the momentum as the pendulum swings back to the Freebird side. Flair goes chopping away. Oh, what a shot by Gordy. Barry Von Erich coming in the ring as they open this bout to issue challenges, I'm sure, to the Freebirds and to Ric Flair. He'd like another, and certainly deserves another World Championship shot. Here comes Gordy setting up for his own suplex. Got him standing and dropping with a tremendous drop by Gordy. Count of 2, almost 3. Oh, that was close. Watch this move. What you actually had to see was Flair's quick move. And that aching back of Gordy is aching again. Gordy and Flair for the World Heavyweight Championship right here on World Class Championship Wrestling at the Sportatorium in Dallas. And Flair now has a chance to come back. Flair's a big man, but you see how large Gordy is by comparison as Flair gets set. There's an elbow to the chin, and Ric Flair comes roaring right back to defend successfully, he hopes, his World Heavyweight Championship. And as he told us in the world title preview, he wants, a twisting step over inside toe hold. But Gordy takes care of that one nicely. Might have a pin on count of 2. And just rolling up that right shoulder, Ric Flair comes out of it. Flair tries this. And a reverse on the reverse shoulder stand. Watch this move now, 2, and a good kick out by Ric Flair. So Flair wants Michael Hayes, as we told us on the preview. Michael Hayes, who he wants. But I'm sure Michael Hayes will oblige him sometime, but Barry Von Erich wants his chance at that title, and rightfully so. Gordy, a Up and over, the champion, Terry Gordy. Boy, the momentum swings back and forth with these two. Gordy pops him on the head. Tremendous bout. Ooh, what a shot. That splattered all over the arena. Gordy gives his shot right back. There's a tough drop. An inside step over toe, going for the figure four. This can do it. This can do it. The figure four submitting hold of Ric Flair, and he's got Gordy all wrapped up. Puts on tremendous pressure, shoulders on the mat. Flair with his finishing hold, the figure four leg lock. And Gordy, in obvious anguish, undulating pain, rolling up his legs, now twisting it around, and Flair puts more pressure on. Now he drops out of it. So Gordy survived. Gordy with his tremendous physique, huge frame, he managed to survive the figure four. And Ric Flair, I'm sure wondering how to put this big man away. He's had him in every conceivable situation so far. Champion is very able to resolve his problems. We've seen that in the past. And he comes back with the elbow. Gordy kind of tucking in right now. He's in trouble again. And so is Flair. A sleep hold. Flair leaping on the big broad back of Gordy. He's got the sleep hold on him. And watch Gordy's arm now. Watch Bronco Limits carefully. Gordy sliding out of it. And Flair releasing it. Here comes Gordy again. Flair misses. Up and in, into the ropes, and Gordy missing. Flair may have a chance right here. 1, 2, and 3, and Ric Flair retains his World Heavyweight Championship. Here it comes again. Watch Gordy here. He misses. Diving for a flying body slam on Ric Flair. He missed. Threw his body into all those ropes. 1, 2, and 3. And Ric Flair retains his World Heavyweight Championship. And as he told us in the preview, he wants Michael Hayes. We'll be back to talk to Terry Gordy in just a moment.